Alright, my name is Brandon Gonzalez. I'm a senior here at Santiago High School, and I have one thing to say on this topic and one thing to say only. Who are you to dictate whether people are allowed to get married into the same sex? If you are against that, I'm sorry, that's your point of view, but I'm known that this is a free country, so technically we should have freedom of whether relationships are the same sex. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to address, people were saying that, I was saying that it was too expensive to allow gays to be married. That's not what I was saying. I was addressing the fact that people were saying that it doesn't affect heterosexuals if we allow gays to be married, but in a sense it does, because we'll be forced to pay taxes for their marriage, and so therefore it does affect us.
Hey guys, I'm Anthony and I'm a junior, and Taylor, regardless of your point, heterosexuals aren't the only ones paying taxes. Homosexuals are paying taxes. In fact, right now, they're citizens, they're paying for your marriage, and they can't get married themselves, and that's just ridiculous. And also, if gay marriage is legalized, it's not like they're putting all the burden on heterosexuals. Homosexuals still have to pay taxes as well. So it's not like they're exempt from their own marriages, especially if they can't get ordained in church, because then they got to buy a license, and that's probably, you know, what you said, $500+. So, in the sense that taxes, that's irrelevant in this point, because it has nothing to do with marriage, because we're all still living in the same system of America. We're all still living in this network of marriage and law and love, and that just because someone is legalized to be married does not mean that the taxes should have to be a factor in whether or not they're allowed to call a person their husband or their wife.
Arguments today has been that if we legalize gay marriage, it will infringe on heterosexuals and religious people's lives or rights. And so that's saying that if I am of religion X and it is against my religion for people to drive cars, yet everyone is allowed to drive cars, how is that constitutional? Not.
You guys, be quiet!
If all man is created equal by law, then everyone should have the same rights, right? Then if straight people have the right to get married, then white people don't have it. Also, if by the religious point of view, if God created a person gay and he was born gay, and other people's point of view of that person was that he was wrong or was committing a sin against God because he was gay, then why God created that person gay in the first place if he was not going to recognize that person? Also, then by law we're all equal, so we should have the same rights, and by the religious point of view we also should have the same rights because we're all the same under God's view.
That argument that you said is not really makes sense, because what you're implying, your point of view, which still has not been proven yet, is that gays are born gay. That's your point of view. That's completely respectable. I respect that, but that's not proven yet. So that argument saying that God, why would God make gays if gays are born that way? That's one point of view. So you can't be saying that. Secondly, that one kid, I don't know what your name is, Will, I think you said people are talking out of their asses if they think that like, I don't even know what you said, but I mean that just pissed me off, to be honest. You can't, don't be, okay, you're saying for us not to go label people, not to go infringe on people's rights because we're labeling them gay. You're telling me that I'm talking out of my ass because I don't believe in gay marriage? That's BS right there. So shut the hell up.
Called out the Roman Church, which hated Christianity and a whole lot of other religions. And second off, for all you guys, I know everyone knows what masturbation is. That's same gender sex right there. So you could be gay last night, you could be gay last night, you could be gay last night.
I was gay last night.
Without fantasizing. I'm kidding, okay. Alright. Going back to the real topic, can someone touch on the fact of incest? Like, I mean, what about brothers and sisters that want to get married? I mean, they are created equal under God, if that's what you guys believe. I mean, going over the created equal under God, God did create us equal, and I said before, that's why we have the decision to be gay. I mean, it actually has not been psychologically proven that you are born gay. And if you guys bring me that Dr. Hank, that's what his name is, he's actually also called that in 1980s, the big boom for the crack industry would go up, but it actually completely toppled. Therefore, I mean, like, if you guys give me information on that you guys are psychologically actually born gay, then I'll completely change my point of view.
I'll give you something psychological.
Okay, we're not asking you to freaking believe in gay marriage, but we're asking you to respect it. And because it's private and what we're doing is by ourselves, we're not going to like it. Just for the fact that it's our choice, not yours. And another thing, the conversation, those are made by old guys who thought being a woman was okay. So, I'm just saying, if you're believing that kind of stuff, go ahead.
Well, like Chad said, give you some. I'm not gonna give you like research or a proven fact on that we were born gay, but I can just tell you personally, I don't like guys. Since kindergarten, I'm not like guys. I do believe that I was born gay, and I'm proud of that. And all the straight kids in here can tell me differently. They can tell me that, oh, you chose to be this way, or you chose to have a rougher life. I didn't. I was born gay, and I'm happy that I'm gay because it's who I am. And no one can really change that about me. They really can't. And so, that's my
Okay, I'm going to say one thing, and then I want two final speakers after I go. Who's going to go? Caresse? Okay?
Three final speakers. Make it three final speakers. One pro, one con, one
Okay, I'm sorry guys, I need to make it one pro, one con, and then I'll go after that, okay? Con? Con. I need pro. Pro? Okay, cool. So let's have the con first. Let's go, Khalili.
I was gonna say, yet again, you guys are saying, I'm not saying that I don't like gay people. I'm not saying I don't want to change your minds. I'm not saying anything about that. Stop putting two and two together. What I'm saying is that it has not been proven that gay people are born gay. That's it. So stop saying all this stuff about beating women and constitution and old men, and I don't even know what you're saying. That's one. Two, gay people, like I said, they're who they are. They're fine. They want to marry their wife, their children. I mean, not their children. Sorry. They want to marry their mates. That's all nice and good. What I'm saying is the majority of people that don't like gay marriage, the reason why they don't like gay marriage is not because they don't like gay people. It's because they don't like the word marriage being with gay. Because according to them, marriage is between a man and a woman. That's it. Okay, and like I said, I don't want to hear this BS about like, oh yeah, well if you're listening to Constitution, and Constitution was made by old guys, these old guys have to do with beating their wives and slaves. That has nothing to do with each other. So stop saying that. Like seriously. Wait up.
No, you can stop. I won't go masturbate.
What?
Hey, my name is Adrian. I'm a senior. I respect everybody's opinion, whether you're for it and against it. And heterosexuals don't marry necessarily for the benefits unless they're an immigrant trying to live in this country. but they marry because it's the ultimate feeling of love. And if there's a man that can love me and wake up every morning with me until the day that I die, let it be.
Okay, we're gonna tag team this one. So going off what you said about incest, how it's wrong. Some people think it's wrong with the brother and sister. I obviously think that brothers and sisters, it's gross. You shouldn't get married. But other people think that homophobia is gross and they shouldn't get married. But I'm not saying that brothers and sisters shouldn't be allowed to get married. It's my opinion that I don't think that they should, but I'm not trying to vote against their right. Other people are voting against homosexuals' rights to get married. You can think it's disgusting, but that doesn't mean that you have to infringe on their rights of getting married just because it's your opinion. Also, going off psychological evidence about being born gay, I'm gonna go off what Doreen said earlier. I did not wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna make my life harder. Definitely not. If I could not be bi, I would choose it in a second because yes, your life is a lot easier when you're straight. Also, I can't quote exactly the source of this info, but my AP Psych teacher did tell me that there is evidence leaning towards that you are born homosexual because it's hereditary and you are born with it. So there you go.
Okay, and then again, I'm sure this has been said a lot in a lot of gay-related debates, but we did not choose to be gay. Did you guys choose to be straight? All the straight people out there, did you choose to be straight? Was it something that you just popped in your head? Oh, am I going to be gay or straight? I don't know. I'm going to choose today. It makes no sense to me. And the final thing I wanted to say, kind of going off over there, someone said it, about how times are changing and stuff, and how women are going off to work, and men are staying at home. People find it hard to cope with change, and times are changing. And if you look at gay marriage and how homosexuality was viewed back in the day, like I could be like executed for being a lesbian or whatever. And now it's completely changed, and I'm proud of that. But if you can't cope with change and if you can't like progress with it, we're gonna leave you behind.